Hey guys!
What's up, guys?
Good morning!
How's it going? Can y'all see us? Can you hear us okay? Let us know. Sorry, we're a few minutes late. I think this is actually...
This is the earliest we've ever been to Jamalatte.
I know, I think this is actually the earliest we've ever been. Maybe.
And you know why? Because we got up at 6 a.m. this morning.
We got up at 6 a.m.
Where's your camera? Sorry, I don't mean to... Is it
it's right
on
here.
that side?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on that side, the
Okay.
little notch thing.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got the notch, guys. But yeah, we got up at 6 a.m. So if we look tired or sound tired...
We are tired.
We are tired.
Yeah, so. you guessed right.
Yeah, you guessed right. We actually are tired. So we're also trying to, we talked about this a little bit yesterday in our vlogs too, but we're also trying to fix our sleep schedule a little bit.
Yes.
Because we've gotten in this
We had
habit.
a discussion about this.
We did. Last night as we were going to bed, we were talking about like, we need to go to bed earlier.
Ooh.
We spent like an hour talking about how we need to go to bed earlier while we were like getting ready for bed. Mm-hmm. But we have been gotten into this habit where we stay up really late editing and getting the videos that we're pumping out to you guys ready, and then waking up or having a really hard time waking up early.
Yeah.
So we're
getting our work done.
We're getting our work done, which is great, but we're just like our sleep schedule, like we're staying up a little too late, waking up a little too late, or having a hard time waking up as early as we want to.
Yeah.
So we're fixing that today. We're waking up. We woke up super early today.
We better be super tired, around like 8:30 tonight. Like I just want my head to hit the pillow and I just want to like knock out.
We're gonna pass out tonight is the plan. So,
yes, that's what we need. We're both morning people, but our sleep schedule is so messed up because of all of the traveling back and forth from, Dallas to Chicago. We're paying for it. We're literally paying for this like loss of sleep. So we had mornings where the alarm would go off and I wouldn't hear it. Or Cody would just like hit snooze or something like that. And so it's just, it's been an adjustment. And then we've had some mornings where we've gotten up early and stuff, but it hasn't been consistent. So we are like hard line making this like a change. So tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So on
up
and
before the sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
That's the plan, and no more late editing nights.
No, because that's not the life we want. We don't want to be on our computers late at night. We want to be able to just hang out and spend time together. We want to be able to read.
Watch a movie.
Yeah.
Go out to dinner without having our computers in front of us because we're like scrambling to get videos out and stuff.
Yeah, we want to end work at like a normal time. So,
but we love what we're doing.
Yeah,
we just want to like have a better routine.
We want to have a life outside of work too.
Yeah.
That's important. Work-life balance. That's good.
Yeah. So how's everybody doing this morning? We're gonna get in the comments a little bit. We have this kind of habit, and it's a good habit because we love this. This is like one of our favorite parts of the week. But we'll end up running Jamalatte for like 2 hours. Today we're only doing an hour. We're gonna have some breakfast with you guys, have some coffee and hang out, and then we're actually gonna go out. We're gonna do some stuff. We really haven't got to
have some fun.
We're gonna have some fun. We really haven't got to explore the area that we're staying in right now so much because we've just been so busy. We've been glued to our cameras, computers, guitars.
Yeah.
And so we're actually like as soon as we get done with this, we're gonna go out and we're gonna go find a cool local place to have some lunch. And it's a beautiful day outside, so we're probably gonna try to spend some time outside. Maybe take Kona somewhere cool to hang out. So we are going to end this at about actually like 11:10, 11:15 at the latest. So it'll be a little shorter than usual, guys, but still about an hour. Yeah. So we're going to get in the comments a little bit, and we're also going to probably get some breakfast going here in a minute.
Yeah, I got some like stuff kind of started.
Yeah. Let's see. Are you guys active on Twitter? Kind of. We both have Twitters, but not a lot.
Yeah, we haven't been like super active on them. I think I've been allocating most of my time obviously on YouTube and then Instagram.
We've been on Instagram.
Because I was having trouble keeping up with Instagram. I'm like, okay, I need to make it more of a priority because like I have a whole community over there and I want to be involved. And so I had to like make sure to just like make time, and then I'm kind of getting back into Twitter. Yeah. Facebook I haven't touched.
Oh gosh, I don't even want to think about Facebook. oh my goodness. Yeah, so we have Twitters. Yours is Guitar Goddess TV.
Yeah, Guitar Goddess TV on all my accounts.
Yeah, and I think mine is the Groovy Guitar Dude, or it might be Cody Joyce.
You're Groovy Guitar on Twitter.
Groovy Guitar. I'm Groovy Guitar, like Groovy_guitar, something like that on Twitter. But we have Twitters, we just don't use them a whole lot. Let's see.
Actually, I have a question for any Twitter users out there. This is something that I've always like wondered about is if you were to follow us on Twitter, what kind of content would you want to see there? Because what I usually do is it's kind of personal, but also I do share my YouTube stuff, but sometimes I'll just tweet about just random stuff that I'm interested in or that I like. And so I don't know. I kind of want to know, like, if you, were to like follow us on Twitter, what kind of stuff would you be interested in? What would you want to see? Because like literally social media is really a tool for us to just get closer to you guys.
Just connect with you guys in different ways.
Yeah. And so, I mean, you can do polls, you can do like, there's this cool, I don't know if you know this, but I haven't used it yet. You can actually reply to people like through video on Twitter.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like a video reply. Instead of like tweeting back, you can actually like tweet a video.
I didn't know that.
Just go boop, hey, what's up? And then you can like tweet it.
That's awesome. I love that. That's really cool. I would love to like become, I mean, we kind of already have like a lot going on. Like YouTube is obviously our main thing. We both put most of our time into YouTube. We're also trying to be really active on Instagram because that's just a different way. Like we can literally take you guys through the week with us on Instagram as opposed to, with YouTube, a lot of times you're seeing like, what is actually going on or what we're teaching a few days after we actually teach it. So anyways, Twitter, what kind of stuff would you guys be interested in seeing if we were to do Twitter? I like Twitter. I love that's a lot, my favorite thing about Twitter is the memes. I feel like that's kind of like the first place to see some good memes.
Oh my gosh, the viral tweet memes. They're so good.
I love it.
So we got some responses.
Yeah.
Someone said on Twitter, we want to show you the stuff we learned. That's why. That is a great point.
Yeah.
On Instagram, so I have a lot of people actually share through, it was hashtag GG Summer Strummin', and that's going to be coming back up. But hashtag GG Community is like the year-round one right now that anybody can share a video response to if they want to like show me, how my tutorial helped them. But even the same thing, you can use the same hashtag on Twitter that you use on Instagram. And if you don't have an Instagram, if you want to check in on Twitter, you can do the same thing. So if either way that you want to check in with either of us, I don't know if you have a hashtag that you use.
Not really, no. No, you can just at me at the Groovy Guitar Dude on anything. Yeah, Twitter, Instagram. Like I said, I think my Twitter is Groovy Guitar, Groovy_guitar, something like that. But one thing we're doing is on Instagram. Like we are very active on Instagram.
Yeah, we are.
If y'all want to like be able to connect with us, that sounds great. If y'all want to be able to connect with us more directly, Instagram is a great place to do it because we are very active on there. And, most of the time if somebody tags us in a video of them playing something, like if you want to share what y'all are jamming on from our lessons, then we see that. Like we see every single one of them. And so we might not see it right away, but we always go through usually a couple times a week and look at everybody, sometimes repost them. So we recommend checking us out on Instagram, but we are trying to get a little more active on Twitter as well.
Yeah, and definitely like what Cody said, add us with our handle, because that like will make sure that we see it.
Yeah, we get a notification right away as soon as you guys do that.
But if you ever come up with a hashtag, that's a cool way too. But like, the hashtags, they help you. It becomes kind of like a search engine kind of thing. So I like the hashtag because you can follow hashtags, and that way in my feed I can just see anyone posting the hashtag. I was heating up a plate. Yeah. I forgot about that. And you can follow the hashtag. That way I can see all the posts in there, and that way other people that are in the community can see it too, and that's why it's really cool. So in either of those platforms, it works amazing. Yeah,
so Michelle's hashtag is GG Summer Strummin', if you didn't catch that before, and it's one that she used last year, it's one that she's going to use again this year, but it's kind of an all year round thing. Really, really cool place to kind of get together with the community, the people that are learning from our videos, especially the people that are learning from Michelle's videos, but also mine and anybody else's in the guitar teaching community on YouTube. It's an awesome thing that she does, and it's a really great way to connect with us and to connect with other people who are jamming on songs that we teach as well. So that aside, some other stuff. So this is a question I get a lot, and I'm just gonna, while Michelle's working on some breakfast for us, I'm gonna kind of address this question. Louis asked, "What's the deal with the free capos? How come you don't charge any money for them?" So I've kind of explained this in a couple different ways, and I've made some videos about it in the past, but a while back. So from when I very first started teaching on YouTube to literally today, there's people who have constantly asked me like, hey man, like how do you play this without a capo? Or like, I don't have a capo, how do I play this? I can't afford a capo, how do I play this without it? That sort of thing. I get a lot of questions and comments about that all the time, literally every day for the last almost 5 years since I started this channel. And so whenever I kept seeing that, I was like, man, how can I help people out and give them access to a capo? Because you kind of need one. Like, you know, yeah, technically you can play any song without a capo. You can use bar chords. But most people in the very beginning stages of learning guitar can't play bar chords very well. And so sorry,
it's a tool to make it easier.
Right, a capo is a tool to be able to make that part of guitar easier, to be able to help you in the beginning to where you can play any song you want to be able to play and you don't have to do bar chords if you don't quite have your finger strength built up for it. And it's really not like it's not like training wheels for guitar. Some people kind of see capos as like training wheels for guitar, and that's not the case.
No shame in using a capo.
Not at all.
No shame.
No, like all of your guitar legend people you look up to, like, and aspire to be like as far as a guitarist goes, every single one of them uses capos. It's a tool. It's just like a pick. You know, you can use it. You don't have to, but you can. So anyways, that's my rant about picks, but or about capos. About capos. But so the reason I started that free capo thing is to be able to help people who may not be able to afford a capo. And if you go to like Guitar Center and buy a capo, it's usually about like $15, $20 for the kind of cheapest ones. Usually like Kaiser and Dunlop capos are about $15 to $20 depending on where you get them from. And so the way that I do mine is the capos themselves are free and you just pay a little bit for shipping and handling for the capo. And it usually takes about 3 to 5 weeks to arrive because I get quite a few orders and they also ship from China. So it does take a while. And right now we are experiencing a little bit of delays. I'm going to address some of that later. If you get some of you guys out there are waiting for capos, we are experiencing some delays. But that is the gist of it. That's why I do that. I don't really make any money on them. I make like, depending on where they're going, I might make $1 maybe. But usually I don't make any money on them or anything like that. It's just a way for me to like be able to help you guys out very directly. And just, I saw that need. I saw that there were so many people that needed a capo and either couldn't afford one or didn't have access to one or whatever else it might be. And I wanted to help you guys out with that. And I fortunately been able to help a lot of people with that. So that's where that came from. Like I said, it's just a couple of dollars of shipping to get it sent out to you. And that's why I do that. It's just to help you guys. That's why I started in the first place, because I saw a need there. So that's the deal with the free capos. If anybody's curious about that, I have some videos talking more about that, but that's kind of just a brief rundown. But let's see what other kind of comments we got here. JP said you should do a book. Do you mean I should write a book? I saw you commented that the other day too, same thing. I love books. You guys probably maybe saw from last week's vlog. I'm a big reader, Michelle's a big reader. We both read a ton and we love books. And I would love to write a book someday. I would absolutely love that. I'd have to figure out what I would want it to be about though. I'd have to think about that. So I don't know. What kind of book? How to be groovy. Michelle said how to be groovy. That would be probably a good book. Yeah, I think everybody could use some lessons on being groovy, but I'd have to like get some references too. I'd have to like go to the grooviest people that I know and get some references from those people. Urshi said, how are you? We're doing good. We're, like I said, we're really tired. It was a really early morning and a pretty late night, but we're feeling good this morning. We're happy. After this, we're taking the rest of the day off. No more video editing or anything like that for the rest of the day. No more shooting after this, anything, filming. We're just gonna relax. So thank you so much for making breakfast. Michelle made us some awesome bowls of cereal.
I'm just having a very tiny bowl of cereal because I have a toast over there, but I just wanted to have a little bit of cereal.
Nice.
We got honey bunches of oats with almonds, and I just couldn't pass that up, so.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited to try it. It's gonna be really good. As Sean said, please do 21 Pilots tutorials. What kind of songs would you guys be interested in learning from 21 Pilots? I know probably 3 or 4 songs from 21 Pilots.
Ooh, Heathens I really like.
Yeah, Heathens is good. You were jamming on that one the other day, I think. Let's see. Hello, Groovy Guitar. What's up? How are you guys doing? Ride by 21 Pilots. I think I've heard that one. I'll have to listen to that one again and see if it's one that would be good to teach. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, Issa's here this morning too. Good morning, Issa.
Good morning, Issa. Awesome. Ride. Okay, so a lot of you guys are, well, a lot of you guys are requesting Ride by 21 Pilots. I was about to say...
I know that one.
I think I know that one too. I was about to say I'll put that on my phone so I can go ahead and listen to it later or remind myself to listen to it later, but you guys are my phone right now. So instead, I've got my laptop right here. I'm going to type that into my laptop so I don't forget to look that one up in a little bit once we're done with our live stream. And I'll give it a listen and see if it'd be a good one to teach.
Yeah, that was one of their singles. That one and I remember Stressed Out was really huge. Like
Stressed Out was, yeah, that was big. I think I've heard Ride, but yeah. Okay, I put it in my laptop. I'll check it out later and give it a listen and see if it'd be a good one to teach. Let's see. Sneak peeks of guitar tutorials. So that's in reference to what we were talking about with Twitter.
Oh, Twitter, yeah.
So Instagram, we actually do post that sort of stuff sometimes.
On the story.
On stories. A lot of times we'll do little stories of whatever songs we're teaching. Not all the time, not every single lesson that we do. But if you want to check that out, if you want to see little sneak peeks of what lesson we're having coming next, that's the place to do it is Instagram. So a lot of times we'll post that kind of stuff on our stories. Yeah.
Instagram, if you're not on YouTube with us, like if, you know, we don't have something new up, we're probably like on Instagram, you know, and that really like is such a great place because like I love YouTube. I just feel like YouTube has more work to do when it comes to community because I still feel there's a barrier.
Yeah.
The live definitely helps quite a bit, but we can't see you guys. We cannot see you guys on YouTube.
Right.
We can only see your comments. We can't actually like see your faces or your guitars. And that's what I love about Instagram is that you can, or Twitter, is that you can use your profiles and it's just so much easier to connect. It's more personal. Like it's still impersonal because it's like social media. It's not in person.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's not straight like, you know, yeah.
But it's a little bit more personal just because you can see each other, and I very much like that. That's why I love Instagram so much, is because like I love seeing your guys' comments and I love hearing that, like reading that my videos have helped you out. But if I can see that in a video from you guys, that's even better. Like I love that. And I wish YouTube had something built in like that. That community tab is like okay, but like I feel like it's lacking a lot.
It is.
And for the size of like the platform that YouTube is, I really think they gotta
could do better.
They gotta step it up.
They could do better for sure.
They're a video platform.
Yeah, they are. So I mean, that said, yeah, the one of our favorite parts of our week is doing this, doing Jamalatte, hanging out with you guys, doing this live stream. For that exact reason, we feel like we get to like very directly hang out with you guys, interact with you guys, read your comments. Even though we can't see you, it kind of feels like we're actually here because we're just able to just kind of have a conversation with you, just hang out and talk. And we love that because it just, we, you know, again, very tangibly get to connect with you guys. Whenever we, you know, shoot, edit, upload a guitar tutorial or a vlog or something like that, it feels like it's there, you know, and the connection is there in the comments and stuff like that, but it's not as tangible as this. And so that said, we love that aspect, but again, we're getting really involved on Instagram. We've been involved on Instagram for a long time, but we're getting more so involved on Instagram. So if you want to share something with us, if you want to share your jams, if you want to share what you're working on, your practices, that sort of stuff, that is the place to do it for sure, is Instagram. We're always checking there. You can tag us in stories, you can tag us in posts, all that. We check that stuff all the time. That's a great place to connect with us. And I actually just saw another question that kind of is into that same sort of thing, but what kind of social media can we use to show you the stuff we learned? Instagram is the
Twitter.
best. Instagram and Twitter, but mostly Instagram. That's where we spend most of our kind of like, you know, tangible time that we're going through and actually being able to spend some time checking on what people are tagging us in.
Instagram definitely is better because I love that I can share anything that I've been tagged in by you guys, showing us, like, you know, what you've learned from our tutorials. I can share that to my story, and I've done that so many times. Like someone will like tag me in a song that I've like taught them, and I'll like share it to my story so that way the rest of the community can see it too. And I like that because then other people in the community learning guitar can see, oh, there's someone else that's learning and at the same stage or level of guitar as I am, and you feel less alone. And that's why I think community is so important. Finding people that have common, interests and goals, and people that just support each other.
Absolutely.
I really love that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so cool to be able to see that. And again, to reference back to what we had talked about earlier with excuse me, Guitar Goddesses, Michelle's GG Summer Strumming series was all about that. And we don't, we kind of already talked about that a little bit, but that's hashtag GG Summer Strumming. That's a great place to connect with people who are at a similar level of guitar as probably most of you are in the beginning to intermediate stages of learning guitar. And community is super important. Even Michelle and I, even though we're both pretty experienced guitarists, we challenge each other and we get to jam and teach each other things and share things, and we'll have jam sessions and stuff, and we'll kind of like work things out together. And it's cool to be able to jam with people who are on your same level. So doing that on Instagram, whether it's through hashtags or through tagging us and we share it and you connect with people, it's a really cool way to just kind of get in contact with people who are on your same level or a similar level.
It is, and the importance behind that, why we feel so strongly about it and about community, is because it's a huge motivation for you if you are struggling in any aspect of learning guitar. It always just like, there's strength in numbers. So whether you have, friends or, other people, in your personal life, in your close circle that you can jam with in person, that's really cool. That helps a lot. But if you don't have those people, in person, you can definitely find a community online. So definitely find that on Instagram, and you can make internet friends. And what's so crazy, this still blows my mind, is that a few of my summer strummers have actually met up in person.
Yeah.
Which
that's so cool.
That's so crazy.
That's
Which
so
if you're
cool.
gonna meet someone in person, be safe, obviously.
Right.
But it's so cool. And they've posted videos together, and I love that. I want to be able to go meet those people too. I want to be able to go do that someday and figure out how to do that. But
yeah, do meetups and stuff. We've talked about that.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. But community, super important. I get questions a lot. You get the same questions about how do I stay motivated with guitar. Find community.
Yeah.
Find a support system.
Yeah, definitely. Whether that's online or in person, just find a group of people that you can share it with.
Yeah.
Because they'll keep you motivated and excited about it. Do more One Direction for their 10th anniversary. That's a good idea. When is that?
Is it really their 10th anniversary? That's so crazy.
That's wild to think about. Gosh.
Oh
we both have been trying to do more Harry Styles. His new album is awesome.
Oh my gosh.
We've been loving
Watermelon sugar.
Yeah.
So good.
We love it. We love the new Harry Styles album. So we've been doing some more of that. We'll have to go and do some, throwback One Direction too.
He really likes fruit. He talks a lot about different fruits in his songs. I've noticed this theme. He talks about strawberries, watermelon. He has a song called Kiwi.
I've heard that one, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like there's this fruit trend going on. Can someone please explain that to me? I don't I'm not I don't follow Harry Styles very closely. I like his music and I listen to it, but I think he really likes fruits.
I guess so. He's a fruity kind of dude.
I think he even referenced cherries or something.
I think he did.
Berries,
yeah, and watermelon sugar, I think. Please Do Ride by 21 Pilots. Yeah, I'd mentioned that one. I'm going to look that one up and see if that'd be a good one to teach. Thank you for suggesting that. I've heard it before, but it's been a while, so.
I'm going to pull up some comments too.
Yeah. Just kind of reading through your guys' comments a little bit. Good night, guys. Have a great day or night wherever you're from. Thank you. Where are you guys from right now? I know we got a whole bunch of people here and stuff, but we are in the Midwest of America right now, and so it is about 10 o'clock in the morning right now, about 10:30.
Yeah, about 10:30
in the morning right now.
I saw a good question. This one's from Steven.
Yep.
He asked, how many songs do you two learn at one time? I always feel like I can't move on to something new until I've nailed the song I'm working on, but get bored doing this. Okay,
Good
great question. I think it's great that you are striving to complete a song, and wanting to do that. That's definitely an amazing goal to have, and you should keep that. But to prevent yourself from getting into a really stale, plateau kind of place, it's okay to learn, a couple songs at a time or 5 different songs at a time. I did that all the time as a beginner, and I'm sure you did the same thing. It's totally okay to do that, and you'll probably, I'm sure you maybe have some notes and stuff you can refer to. Some people I would take notes and things like that.
Yeah.
Just learning out. So I'd have like, folder with all my guitar music and stuff. And I would just pull up the song that I wanted to work on, and then I would switch to the next one. And it's good to learn different songs at one time, because you're going to be working with different chords, different strumming patterns, picking patterns, or whatever you're working on. Or, if you're learning lead, it could be like different riffs. And it just, it can get really boring working on the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And some people might have different opinions on this, but I think I even heard Marty Schwartz say that he sometimes works on like 5 different songs at one time. And like he recommends it too, because it keeps you excited. You're doing different things.
To build off that same kind of, I share that same opinion that it's okay to work on multiple songs at a time to keep yourself excited. You don't want your guitar learning experience to become stale. You don't want to fall into a rut. You don't want to get frustrated with a song and decide that you don't want to play guitar anymore just because you're stuck on one song. What I liked to do whenever I was first learning, and I still kind of do it, is I will have like one song that I know is like just a little bit above my skill level, and I'll be focused a lot on that song. But if I get stuck, or if I'm like, I need a break from this, I'll work on some less difficult songs.
That's a great tip.
Yeah, thank you. It's just one that I've kind of stuck with. So like one that kind of comes to mind, just as a quick example, is Stupid Boy by Keith Urban. That's one of my all-time favorite songs. A beautiful song, beautiful guitar the whole way through. When I was first learning guitar, that was one of the first songs I wanted to learn, but it's a pretty challenging song. It's not super challenging, but it's at beginning. There's a pretty heavy solo in there, and at the beginning when I was first learning guitar, I was like, I would work on it a little bit, but then I'd get stuck, and so I would move on. I'd be like, I can't play this one yet. I gotta put some more time in. And so what I would do is I would just have that one. I'd work on it a little bit every day, but then I'd always have a couple songs that I knew were a lot easier, maybe stuff that was just a chord progression and a strum pattern that was much more just straightforward, simple, that I would work on in the meantime while I was kind of working on that more difficult song as I was able to. So again, most important thing is make sure you're still having fun with it. Don't ever let yourself not have fun with guitar. If you get to a place where you're so frustrated with a song that you're not having fun, then you need to put that song away for a little bit and come back to it. So.
Yeah, that's a great tip, because learning guitar should always be a fun process. I'm in the opinion that you should never let it stress you out. It should actually be a stress reliever, if anything. It should like relieve any stress that you've had from your day and not add to it. Playing guitar should be an escape. And so what Cody said, this is actually the same thing I do. If I'm working on something that is more challenging and higher up than, what I can actually do, and I've been grinding, then I take a break from it and I go back to something I know I can just play full through, and I feel really good about it. And it's exciting and it feels really good, and it's something that's familiar, but then I still go back and I challenge myself. And that's the other thing too that I'm glad that you brought up, is to learn songs that are a little bit more above your skill level. Don't just get stuck in a plateau and a rut, because I've done that. I have done that before, and I have just like stuck with stuff that felt really, really safe. But then I got to a point where I'm like, I want to do more. And it makes it more exciting. I feel like sometimes you just get bored doing the same things over and over again. So keep learning new songs, keep learning new techniques, just keep pushing, keep challenging yourself. Yeah,
that's great advice. Somebody asked, does the use of a capo make the guitar sound less original, right? No, not at all. A capo does not negatively affect the sound of a guitar at all. All a capo is as a tool to change the key of whatever song you're playing. And it can be used to not have to play bar chords, and it can be used to make a song easier or just more playable, or change the key of the song that you're playing. There's a lot that can go into with capos, but it does not negatively impact the sound of your guitar at all. If you're using a cheap capo, sometimes they can, and depending on the guitar, depending on the capo, sometimes it can make your guitar go slightly out of tune, just a little bit when you're using it, which is completely normal. Unless you're using like a very expensive capo, most capos will make your guitar go very slightly out of tune, but that's very normal. It's totally a part of it. But a capo is not going to negatively impact the sound of your guitar at all. Yeah, capo just makes the chords easier. Exactly. Let's see, kind of rolling through some comments here, trying to keep on top of the comments, guys. Oh, it's awesome. This is the best video ever. I have learned to play guitar from both of you only. That's awesome. We love that. We love hearing that we've been able to help you out. That's so cool. Any tutorials from both of you on vocals in the future, please? That's a good question. For me, I am not a very strong singer, and that's something that I'm kind of actively working on. Well, I kind of have like put it on hold a little bit while we've been traveling, but I've been trying to come out of my shell a little bit with singing.
You have. You really have.
Yeah, thank you. And I was actually like actively working and doing like
You have,
vocal.
like, a little fuzz in your hair.
Thank you. I was doing like vocal exercises and stuff like that before we like started getting so busy and traveling and stuff. Yeah, stuff like that, just to work on it and kind of like tune my voice in. So vocal lessons from me are probably not going to happen, but maybe like way in the future, that might be something I would look into, to including, or at least maybe like accompanying guitar with vocals and maybe talking about those sorts of things.
Yeah, that's
but it's
important.
Probably not going to come from me too much. Michelle sings quite a bit though, and so
I've gotten a lot of questions about it. I'm not against it. I just want to make sure if I do it, that I do it right. I took choir in both middle school and high school, and I was in show choir too for a little bit. So I have some experience with learning how to sing properly. That doesn't mean I'm the best singer or anything like that. I'm like flattered that anybody even like asked.
yeah.
But I do know how to sing without damaging my vocal cords, because you learn how to breathe through your diaphragm and not use your chest voice. You do not want to use your chest voice. Like my choir teacher would tell me a lot of cheerleaders would ruin their voices because they were breathing from their chest and not their diaphragm.
That makes sense.
And you also learn how to hold out notes by doing breath exercises, so you can sustain notes for longer periods of time. You learn how to sing in tune, on key. You learn what key is best for you to sing in, if you're a soprano, second soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, really low. But yeah, you learn all those things if you take choir. I always recommend, if you are in school and you can sign up for choir classes, it's free. And it's free voice lessons every single day. And then you meet really cool people. I always love my choir classes. I like always made friends in choir. But would I do videos on singing? I feel like in the future I will, especially like what you said when it comes to like singing with a guitar, like singing and playing at the same time. And then I could do some like intro how to sing. I feel like I could do that. Yeah. So it's something I'd like to do in the future. Yeah. So
that'd be cool. That'd be a cool thing to include someday.
I saw a really cool question from Plainless Dan.
Yeah.
He said, what tips would you have about trying to grow and connect online as a content creator when you're a shy person? It feels pretty hard for me to get used to it, or what I'm supposed to share and when. So I don't know if you have anything to share on that. I know
I need to like scroll down and read that question again.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you want me to go ahead and just share my perspective first?
Yeah, go ahead and share your perspective. I'm going to read through it again just so I can make sure like I fully like comprehend the question.
So this is something I can actually relate to, especially starting out as a content creator years ago. I was very much, and still kind of am, a shy person. I just always have been growing up. I wasn't like super social or anything like that. So it was weird that when I started posting stuff online, that my life kind of became a little bit more social in that sense. And I've gotten better. I'm definitely like, I would say that now I'm more like social and stuff in person, but being online as a content creator, so I struggled with like, where's the line? Like, what do you share? What do you hold private, kind of thing? Like, I'll give you an example. This right here, us being together and us being out and open about it, that's huge for me, at least. Like, because I never shared anything like I've been on YouTube for like 11 years, and I've never shared anything like that about my private life at all.
I haven't either.
And the fact that we're both YouTubers, also, like it's I only felt comfortable sharing it because I just know how I feel about you, and you know how I feel about me. And so, but anyways, like aside from that, just like other stuff about like your personal life details, like there's some things you should definitely like keep private and keep to yourself and things like that. You just have to decide like where that line kind of is. And I think watching some of your favorite content creators, I think you kind of like learn from that. There's definitely a lot of people that have like publicly made mistakes, and you can like
Yeah.
You can learn a lot by like watching those, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But don't share anything you feel uncomfortable sharing, but also don't be afraid to be yourself. The most important thing is for you to feel comfortable and have fun creating whatever content you're creating.
Yeah.
But don't put yourself in a situation that makes you feel unsafe, you know, or anything like that. But I think the number one thing is to be yourself. Don't put on this like facade, like this big, like bubbly thing that isn't you. Like if you're a shy person, you know, just play into like the personality that you just naturally have.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there were times where when I was filming a video that in the past, like years ago, I would just be like, my voice would be higher, like a few notches, and it would be my telephone voice and be like, hey guys, what's up? Welcome back, kind of thing. And I don't talk like that in person.
No.
This is how I talk right now. This is how I actually talk. And I'm so excited that now when I film my videos, I don't naturally make my voice higher. You know, it's just something that I didn't even think about. It just happened. And I think it was just because I was kind of shy about showing who I really am. And I've been letting little bits and pieces of me just kind of slip through a little bit more and more. So just be yourself. But if you need to kind of just take it slow and ease yourself in, you can do that. And
To kind of just feed off of what Michelle said, I feel the same way for the most part. I would say to go further with the growing part of the YouTube aspect and doing that. Number one, as a shy person, I'm kind of trying to like, I'm trying to think about that and put myself in that situation. I used to be really shy, and actually YouTube has helped me like get out of that. Wasn't the only thing. There's been other things, like I worked in like retail, so I kind of had to like customer service and stuff.
Helps too.
And, I kind of learned from that a little bit and kind of had to put myself out there a little bit in that situation. So it's kind of hard for me to say because I'm not really shy anymore. But I would say the biggest thing as far as growing on YouTube and my personal experience and getting out there is getting out there. And what I mean by that is consistently posting things that you're excited about. So that's something that we're kind of actively doing right now with this challenge that we're doing to post every day. Is I did a long time of posting every day or almost every day. And that's when I saw the most reward as far as a content creator, is when I was posting every day in the terms of actual growth, in the terms of feeling fulfilled with my job. I felt very rewarded overall, all around, as far as that goes, with posting every single day. Now, am I recommending everybody post every single day? Absolutely.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It is
a
not
lot.
like, if you're not a full-time YouTuber like we are, like that's our jobs. We are YouTubers. That's our full-time jobs. And it, like, if you don't have that yet, I would not recommend posting every single day. Don't do it.
You don't need to.
We do this full time, and we still
But we haven't always been full time. I think that's important to say
that's
too.
True. Everybody starts somewhere.
We've had regular, normal 9-to-5 jobs before.
Yeah.
You know, we've had retail jobs. I worked in like an office with a 9-to-5 for a corporate company for a while. So we both had like regular, normal jobs. Before, and we had those as we were growing our YouTube channels. And so YouTube was just a thing we did for fun on the side, and then it grew into something more, which ended up being really cool. And I didn't even know that as a music creator that you could even make, you know, any revenue from the ads, because the whole copyright thing was just like crazy. You definitely don't make as much as like a normal YouTuber.
No.
You don't. You have to share the royalties with the songwriters. So like part of that, so YouTube takes their cut, and then what you have left, you're also splitting off with the people who wrote the song. So if like if we teach like a Taylor Swift song, like The Man, part of that's going to go to Taylor Swift, rightfully so, because she wrote the song. So that's just like a little bit of, you know, background with that. But yeah, we've had normal like jobs and stuff like that. So, but yeah, like starting out content creating, just like what Cody said, you know, ease into it, because it is a lot.
Ease into it, but be consistent.
Yes.
That is the biggest thing. Like, like don't do more, don't kill yourself trying to, you know, become really successful with this and stuff. Like, you know, don't overdo it would be the moral of the story. But consistency is key. Consistency, anything that anybody tells you about tricks to grow on YouTube and stuff, consistency is number one over every single one of them. Every single one of them. No matter what anybody else says, you know, consistency is number one. Tried, tested.
True.
Consistency, number one.
The other thing is too, post stuff you're passionate about. Post stuff that you love, and you know, you don't get a paycheck from YouTube early on. Like we created videos for like a long time without getting paid.
Yeah.
It's just because we loved it.
Yeah.
We still do. We still love it. So don't do it for, you know, money, because you won't get that right away. That takes a long time.
Takes quite a while.
And then the whole other thing is like the fame thing. Don't do it for that either. You know, like, I don't know. I feel so weird when people like in my personal life like tell me that I'm like famous. I always feel really weird because I'm like, no, I'm not. I like teach guitar online. I'm not. I don't know. That always like weirds me out like a little bit. And like, please don't take offense to that. If like, I hope that doesn't offend anybody that I said that. But I don't feel like I just feel like I feel like a normal person.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I always tell people, do YouTube for the right reasons. Like, just post stuff you're passionate about and have fun. You know, like you're creating content. You know, because here's the thing. You will find out very quickly if you're not passionate about the content that you create, if you're not doing it because you love it or that you want to like help people or whatever it is or entertain, if you're truly not in it, you will get burned out very quickly. Because like the level that we are working at is very high. And if we did not love what we do, we would be miserable. We would be so miserable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We would hate it.
Yeah, we would. Sorry guys, I'm making some coffee over here.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have some coffee in a little bit too. That
you want me
sounds
to make you some or you want it?
Please.
Okay.
That'd be so good.
Cool. Yeah, so that was kind of a long-winded answer, but yeah, consistency and just like making sure you love what you're posting too, and just don't let yourself get burned out. We're gonna try to be a little bit more concise with our answers too going forward. I want to get to as many questions as possible.
Yeah, sorry, we just love to. We just, you know, we're not just like yes, no answers. We love to.
Yeah, we love to expand
thorough.
when we can and be thorough. And that's why these usually go like 2.5 hours when we really only plan for about 1 hour. But today we're actually trying to keep it to about an hour, which means we have a little bit less than 30 minutes left. So we'll try to kind of shorten our answers just a little bit to make sure we can get some more comments and questions. I just want to make sure we're able to get to as many people as possible. So just kind of going back through the comments here a little bit, trying to make sure, see if there's anything that we can, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so here's some quick ones. Who made the first move? I did. I made the first move, for sure. We'll tell you more about that story down the road a little bit, but I definitely made the first move.
I love it. It was so cute.
Our story, you guys, they need to make a Nicholas Sparks movie out of
out
of our love story. I'm a sucker for Nicholas Sparks movies, like cheesy ones like The Notebook and The Best of Me and stuff like that.
When I found that out about you, I was like, oh my gosh, there's somebody to watch romantic movies with. Because I've never, here's the thing, before Cody, I never saw a single Nicholas Sparks movie. Because I'm like, that
she's never seen
actually happen. Like, that's not, true love isn't actually like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I never watched those because I was like, no.
Yeah. I love those
thing.
movies.
But I love that you watched them. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing ever. And he loves Bath and Body Works.
I do. I love Bath and Body Works. But yeah.
But anyways, we'll keep going.
Yeah. Anyways, so yes, I made the first move. We'll tell you more about that story someday. Where do you learn the songs that you teach? We learn them by ear. So we just listen to the song. We'll play along with it on a speaker or something like that. Songs by Lauv, please. I have a lot of tutorials on Lauv. I don't know if you've done any yet.
Not yet.
But we love Lauv. Interesting kind of segue into what that was. Our first date was going to a Lauv concert.
Yep, in Chicago.
In Chicago, I asked Michelle if she would go out with me to this Lauv concert as our first date.
Which you tried to kiss me at.
I did. I tried and failed. Actually, yeah, it was. I was so nervous, but again, story for another time. Oh my goodness. Aw. Intentions by Justin Bieber. I just posted a lesson on that a few days ago. Love that song. Totally obsessed with it right now.
I might do an easy version because you did like the...
I did like, the version I play is pretty complicated, so.
Yeah, I might just do like a chords and strumming kind of thing and then just like link to Cody's video.
Yeah. Definitely. Let's see. Ocean by John Butler. Yes, I've heard Ocean by John Butler.
I heard of that one.
I think I've played it around you at least once. You might would recognize it if I played it. I have it on my like SoundCloud or something, but I think you would like that. Ocean by John Butler is a beautiful song. I would love to like actually learn how to play that. Thank you. I'm sorry. I said I was gonna make the coffee and I was going through comments. Let's see. Are you both full-time YouTubers or do you still have normal jobs? Yes, we are full-time YouTubers. We do a lot of stuff else outside of just posting videos, though. Yeah. So like I have a business that I run, website. Michelle's working on some other projects and stuff in the background. Like there's a lot of stuff that we do that goes along with that. But yes, the sum up of our main job is YouTubers.
It's like the easiest way to describe it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like the short version of what our jobs are. Are you guys in a relationship? Yes, we are in a relationship.
I feel like we're still
this whole like living together thing and like all that would be real weird if we weren't.
Yeah, it would be.
Let's see. Oh, cool. Okay, so here's some of the places that some people are from here. You guys can see this, but we're just seeing it for the first time. When I asked earlier, India, Tennessee. Nice. We love Tennessee. Ireland. I love Ireland. I went to Ireland a few years ago, and I stayed in Dublin, but I got to go to Galway, Limerick. Where else? The Wicklow Mountains, all up through the Wicklow Mountains. Oh, it was beautiful. I kind of did like couple little tours. I was there for about 2 weeks. I did tours kind of all over the place. I didn't get to see everything. I'd love to go back sometime. British Columbia, Canada. I would love to go to Canada someday.
Oh my gosh, I've seen the Niagara Falls. You haven't though.
I haven't.
We need to go there.
Furthest north I've ever been is Chicago. Well, Ireland, I guess, might be technically further north. I don't know.
Luxembourg. Okay, that's that's like near Germany.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm from Spain. Oh, I want to go to Spain so bad. Oh my gosh,
that'd be so cool.
We've been talking about that.
This coffee smells amazing. And I'm like letting the steam. Okay, I do this weird thing. So I shared one of Cody's weird habits in a vlog.
Yeah. This isn't even that weird though. Mine is like real weird.
So I do this thing where like when the steam is, and I don't recommend this. Maybe you might be like sensitive to this. So this is just something I do in the mornings. So there's like steam coming off the coffee. And I like to hydrate my eyes by like blowing the steam in my eyes.
Oh my goodness.
So it probably looks really weird that I'm like, oh my gosh, I got like a shot of steam in my eyes.
That's what I need right now. My eyes, I feel like I can barely keep them open because I'm so like tired.
It just feels really amazing right now. And I'm not gonna care what anybody thinks. I'm just gonna like own it right now.
Just own it. Let's see.
It's so good. I feel like it's waking me up.
Blow the coffee in your eyes. Just pour the coffee directly in the eyes.
Oh my gosh, I need like shots of espresso in my eyes.
Seriously. How do you figure out the chords for a song? We learn them by ear. We talked about that a little bit earlier. We just put a song on speaker, headphones. We play along with the songs. I have a video about that. If you search how to learn any song on guitar by ear, it should pop right up. And it's the video that I made that kind of gives a rough outline. It's an old video, and it's kind of embarrassing because my hair is like this long. And I'm pretty goofy, and I think I shot it on my like iPad.
I always forget your hair used to be super long when you first started on YouTube.
Really long hair, and which I love. I'm thinking I'll bring it back. No, I'm not actually gonna bring it back.
Can I braid it?
Yes, please.
I'll curl it. Oh. Wait, your hair naturally curls anyways.
I'm just giving up all my secrets. But anyways, yeah, I have an old video on that. If you want to look it up, it's how to learn any song on guitar by ear. It's an old video. I shot it with my phone or iPad or something like that, but it's literally exactly how we learn the songs that we teach. And then
I'll have to watch that one.
It's like 20 minutes long or something like that, but like I said, it's kind of goofy, but it's good information.
It's one of the best things you can do on that same topic, is to start learning songs by ear.
Yeah.
So I think the best way to go about training your ears first to just tune your guitar every time you play, because that already and start training that musical part of your ear. So every time we sit down to play, we slap on a tuner or use the built-in tuner and we tune our guitars because we just have that. We can hear when our guitars are even just the slightest bit out of tune, and it's because we tune all the time. We know what our string should sound like.
We can literally just strum a chord and almost even sometimes know exactly what string is out of tune just from hitting it just like that.
And so that is like the easiest way to start training your ears. And then, just start trying to like listen to a song and just start just playing around with chords and like learning the different sounds, and like each chord is made up of multiple notes. And so you're gonna just start piecing things together. That's just kind of what happened. I just started kind of playing around, and you just pick it up over time. And then there's obviously some theory behind how music works, and theory can really help you figure out songs too. Just knowing which chords work together and all of that stuff. But just start playing around, experimenting, but start with tuning your guitar. That is the number one thing you should do is tune your guitar, because you will not be able to properly figure a song out if your guitar is out of tune.
Yeah, that's like Michelle's pet peeve is guitars
that
are out of tune.
It is my like number one pet peeve.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it drives me crazy too. Any guitarist, like any experienced guitarist that hears somebody playing without a guitar being in tune, like you can almost just making sure that your guitar is in tune is like it upgrades your playing by like 50%. Just making sure your guitar is in tune before you play it. It makes a huge difference. I like this. I'm going to reference to it real quick. There's a tip that somebody shared. Random tip. If y'all need it, use a journal to write down all of the chords, strumming patterns, etc. for all the songs that you're learning. It helps if you find that sometimes you forget songs. We do that, actually. Michelle does most of it her phone, but I actually have a notebook. It's back there somewhere, that I write down every single song that I learn, especially the ones that I'm going to teach. So I just have a quick reference of like notes, so I can go back and either remember what I was playing, or sometimes I'll sit it in front of me while I'm filming a video. But we write everything down, we take notes, and we recommend that everybody else does that too.
Yeah, we do that. I mean, especially like for videos that we're teaching, we have notes in front of us so we don't forget to like mention something. Yeah. So I do mine on my phone. Cody does his in his notebook. And I will literally make a note for the current song that I'm like making, and I will put the name of the song and the artist, and then I'll put if it's in standard tuning or if it's in drop D or whatever, and then I will put if there's a capo, then I'll put if there's what chords there are, and then strumming, or if there's finger picking, and I just make notes. That like just is really helpful to have on hand.
It definitely is. It's good to just have it just right there, easy to get to.
Or if you print out lyrics and then you just write the chords above.
Helps too, yeah. Or put it in a binder.
That's what I did when I first started learning.
Yeah, I did that too for a while. Just wanted to say you can play any song on guitar by you both is something that I liked the most and encouraged to make acoustic versions of many EDM beat heavy songs. So summary of what that is, that's something that we both love, is making acoustic guitar versions out of songs that might not be played on acoustic guitar. We both love doing that. I almost like doing that more than I like learning actually acoustic guitar songs.
Me too.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun because you can even do it with like rap songs. You can do it with EDM songs.
And you can add your own interpretation, because if there's no guitar line and there's nothing to really kind of like follow, you can like interpret on if there's just kind of a beat. Yeah. And you can just kind
of forces you to like be a little bit creative.
It's so much fun.
It's fun. We love doing that.
Like some of the Chainsmoker songs that I've taught, like Paris was really fun.
Yeah.
Just with the strumming and stuff like that. I remember really just like having fun playing that one.
Yeah.
Roses was fun. And there's no guitar in those two songs.
Yeah.
No, it's just like beats and like probably like I don't know if it's like just electro. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah. I know what you mean though, but it's kind of like any song that's like that there's not outright direct actual guitar in there. It's you're able to kind of make your own version of it in a lot of ways, and every song still will have a direct chord progression that sounds right with it, and probably a pretty close strum pattern. But again, you have a lot of options for creativity.
Yeah.
I'm in Fort Worth. Can you guys do a Fort Worth meetup? I'd love to meet you guys. I'm actually from Arlington. I'm actually from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I grew up in Arlington, and then my apartment that I just moved out of in January, before we started traveling together, was in Mansfield. So a little bit south of Arlington. So if you're in Fort Worth, you definitely know where that area is, but that's where I'm from, is the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and grew up around there.
Oh my gosh, Fort Worth is pretty.
Yeah,
like
Michelle got
he's
to see
taken me
Fort Worth
there
a
like a
couple
couple times.
Yeah.
Central Market.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I love Central Market.
Central Market so much.
And then you guys all have like Sprouts and stuff all over Texas. I love Sprouts.
Yeah, we miss our health food stores. There's not really a good like health food store close to where we are.
There's no Whole Foods or anything like that. There's an Aldi.
There's an Aldi. We love Aldi.
I love Aldi.
There's Aldi here. So.
Aldi's one of my top grocery stores.
Yeah.
Because you just get in, get what you need, and you get out, and it's just quick.
Yeah.
You know?
It is.
But then I also love like we both love going to the grocery store. So when we have time to like go
we
to
do
the
grocery store dates.
We do.
The first thing we ever did together was go to an Aldi. Literally, the very first thing we met and then we went to Aldi.
I was like, so I know you just got here, but I actually have to run to the store and get stuff for dinner. Would you mind coming with me? Yeah. And he was like, I was like, I'm going to go to Aldi. And he was like, sure, no problem. And like, he also like even shopped at Aldi before too. Yeah. And so when I go through Aldi, I don't get a cart. I grab a cardboard box. I just find an empty cardboard box somewhere in the store on the shelf, and I just grab it, and then I just start filling it up. And you actually told me when we were just like texting, you did the same thing. It's just the easiest way to get through the store, so you're not like, having to move a cart through there, because it's not the biggest store. So he carried my box for me, and it was so sweet.
That was my first little move. It wasn't a move. I was just being polite. But yeah, that was our first kind of like thing that we did together, was we went to an Aldi. What are your thoughts on the 10,000 hour rule? Do you know what the 10,000 hour rule is?
Yeah, it's like that if you've been doing something for a total of 10,000 hours, that you're supposed to be like a master at it by then. So I haven't thought about this a ton, but I think there's some truth to it, but the way that in which you practice makes it or breaks it. Because if you're just spending the whole 10,000 hours not challenging yourself, and it's just kind of doing the same thing over, if you're not like being critical and being self-aware about what you're actually doing, if you're just kind of just doing the same thing, and you don't like watch yourself back in a video, or if you don't like evaluate, what you're doing, then you can't really, you can't grow. If you don't hear or see what you can improve upon, if you're not actually improving and working to improve, your skills, then I think I will call BS on the 10,000 hour rule. But I do believe, on the other hand, that yes, there's truth to it if you are cognizant of what you are doing and if you work to improve upon your skills. It has to be time well spent. Yeah,
time well spent, to summarize. Yeah, that's good, and I agree with that. I think the other thing too that I would add to that is that 10,000 hours is an arbitrary number.
It is.
It's
very
not.
Much so.
It doesn't mean exactly 10,000 hours. At 9,999, you're not good enough. But when you hit 10,000, all of a sudden you're an expert. No, it's obviously not that. And 10,000 hours is an arbitrary number. It's going to be different for everything that you do. The whole moral of that story is the more time you put into something, the better you're going to get at it. And I would say that we've probably spent 10,000 hours playing guitar, probably fairly easy because we played for years and years. I would say it's just, again, it's even, I could even, not to dive too deep because, we're getting a little bit short on time here, but even with YouTube, I feel like the more we do YouTube, the better we get at it. Yeah. So that's just the thing. The more time you spend on anything, the better that you get at it.
That's true. And I will add to this, just like, Cody said, it's a very arbitrary number. Here's the thing, hard work will trump talent. If someone is talented starting out, if they have some kind of if they, have played, another instrument before, yes, it is a little bit easier to start a new instrument if you have experience playing another instrument, but someone who works really hard and practices consistently, and just, really goes for it and is really determined, can outwork someone who is talented.
Yeah.
End game right there.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that is very true. That is very, very true. Okay, so I'm gonna
finish up with the jam. I don't mean to cut you off.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'd say let's hit a few rapid fire questions real quick.
Ooh, rapid fire. That sounds so much fun.
Some super quick ones. And then I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and then we're gonna jam on one song, and then we're gonna check out after that, if that's cool with you guys. Because we are. Are you in the new place with the bathroom in the bank vault? That is. We have a bank vault that's in our bathroom actually, which is cool. Let's see. Where is Kona? Kona is laying in the bedroom, I think. I don't know. He went and found a place to lay down and chill out. I'm working on Begin Again, singing and playing like you, Cody. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I love hearing that. Begin Again is like my all-time favorite song, so that is awesome. Let's see.
Ooh, someone asked, can you share your shooting kit? I told you, you should share that.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah, like filming gear.
I'll do like a full video on this at some point, and I'm gonna actually show you guys in the vlog. So, this right here, say hi to the vlog, guys. This will be going up right here next Saturday morning. So you can kind of see right here, we're just got a little tripod with a little clip thing there for the phone, and then this is actually my main microphone that I use. This is called a Deity D3 Pro. This right here, this camera that I'm shooting the vlog on, this is a Panasonic G85. I just have a little Rode Video Micro on top of it right now. And then the lens that I'm using right here is a 12-35 2.8. So anyways, I love this camera. I'm really happy with it. I'm kind of a gear nerd, so
it's a great camera. Actually, my most recent videos have been shot on that camera.
Yeah.
If you guys are wondering. This is what I've been using for a few of my videos is my Canon G7X. And it's great. This is my vlog camera, but Cody has this amazing rig where it's just like you sit down and like this is very like sit down too. But this is a little bit better quality, and plus the way he has it set up with his mic, like I can't hook up a mic to this camera. So I have to use a separate audio recorder, and it just makes it sometimes a little bit more like challenging. Yeah. And then packed away, I have my Canon T3i with my Sigma lens on there. And I haven't been using that as much just because it's a fixed lens and it's harder to like get the shot, and it doesn't have autofocus.
Yeah.
It's an old body. So I've just been using, like, Cody will film a video and he'll leave his set like assembled, and then I'll just use it right after him.
Yeah, which is nice. It's nice to not have to tear it down, put it up quite as much and stuff. But we'll take maybe a couple more quick little rapid fire questions as we're going through. Excuse me, gosh. We'll do a couple quick little rapid fire questions, and then, like I said, I'm gonna hit the bathroom really fast because I gotta pee, and then we will do a jam. You should try the UK. We would love to go to the UK.
Oh my gosh, that would be cool.
It'd be so cool. It would be so cool. Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD. I've wanted to do that one for a while. I've gotten so many requests for that, and I just I haven't gotten to it yet. I just need to like sit down and pick it out. Yeah, Ocean by John Butler, such a great song. I love it. It's one of those songs that like a lot of times I'll put on whenever I just need to kind of like just chill, because it's just such a beautiful song. Are any of you cat people? I just saw that one pop up.
Yeah.
Michelle is a cat person for sure.
You are too.
I like cats too.
You like cats too.
I do.
Actually, when Cody was up by my house, so Thomas, you guys might know Thomas from some of my content. I like show him sometimes, but Thomas loves Cody.
Yeah.
So he would like lay on his lap and he would purr like a little motorboat.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that in the future that Kona and Thomas will get to be brothers. Because Thomas is a very chill cat, and Kona's a very chill cat-like dog.
Yeah,
so,
Kona is pretty much like a big cat.
But he's not like a cat, but he's like, the other thing too is he's not catty. Like, and Thomas also is not a catty cat. Like, he's not like cat. You know, he doesn't bite, he doesn't scratch. He lets you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, like you can rub his belly. Most cats don't like you to rub their belly. So he lets you rub his belly and
Thomas
stuff.
Is sweet. He's a really good cat.
So I feel like Kona and Thomas will get along very well. That's the thing. I fear that my parents will be like, no, Thomas is gonna like be like the family cat here at home.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, because he like kind of he is now, like he's the family cat. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I miss Thomas so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully him and Kona get along so they can be
Yeah.
friends. All right, a couple more quick ones. Do you guys read Insta DMs? We do.
We do, but I've been really bad at it lately.
Well, we get a lot, and so it's
do.
kind of hard to keep up with sometimes. We go through them and try to read them as much as we can. But
I've answered some recently, but
yeah, we
it's
don't
been
get to
hard.
every single one, but we usually try to at least read through them.
We do get a lot. We get a lot of them. It's
Yeah.
just it's hard. I feel bad not being able to answer all of them, but we get, you know, stuff on YouTube, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have email.
Yeah.
You know, and then like this is crazy. I'm so bad at answering my text messages in real life, like people that the only text messages that I will answer right away, or if it's from like Cody, but we never text each other because we're together all the time, so we never have to like text each other. If it's Cody or if it's family, anything outside of that, like just sorry, like you just I'll get back to you, but like because the thing is, and I like it sounds so bad, but like I grew up in the '90s where nobody had a cell phone, you know, and like. Like now you're at the mercy to this device, and it's like it makes you like feel like you have to be here all the time, but like sometimes I don't want to be on my phone, and like I'll get back to you, like I'll get back to my text messages, but yeah, like I think I know I have like a handful of text messages that I still have like not answered yet. I
do the same thing. Like I'll get behind on texts and I'll have to like sit for like a little bit to catch up, just because there's just other things going on and stuff, and so
there's a lot.
It's just sometimes hard to keep up with. So last one, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, then we'll do a quick little jam, and then we'll check out software for editing videos. We both use Adobe Premiere Pro. Both for the last 5 years or so, something like that, a couple years.
Yeah,
that
sounds about right.
I know you said you used to use iMovie and Final Cut. I used to use an app on my phone.
Cut, and then Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
Premiere Pro is my favorite.
Oh yeah, me too, for sure. Even with all of its shortcomings, it crashes sometimes.
That's the one thing. It's a pain in the butt sometimes. But if you are starting out and you have an Apple device to edit on, iMovie is perfect to start out with. Actually, that's what I used for like years. And then Final Cut I used for a little while. You have to pay for Final Cut. And then Adobe Premiere, you have to pay a monthly subscription. Yeah. That's the one thing. But like if you're a serious content creator and you're actually making money, then it makes sense to get an Adobe subscription. It doesn't make money till it makes sense to dump money into an editor if you're not like
actually making money from
or if you're using it enough. Like that's the thing. You should like use it enough, because you're like the Final Cut one, you pay one time. It's like and then you have it installed. Right. But yeah, Adobe is a subscription.
It is. All right, I'm gonna leave you to answer a few more questions real quick while I just run to the bathroom, and then we'll get to jamming.
All right. I'm taking over. Okay, let me, you know what? He has it pulled up here on the computer. Kona Bear. Oh my goodness. Do. Any plans for originals, like original songs? Hey, Kona. Kona's coming up here. I write original songs just kind of like in my free time. I haven't written anything lately just because I've been really, really busy. But I have thought about releasing some original songs in the future, because I do have quite a few. I know Cody said that he hasn't written like a lot of songs, but I think he used to maybe dabble in writing like some guitar parts and things like that. So that might be something he's open to as well. But I don't know. Maybe we'll write something together. Who knows? How many guitars do you have? Honestly, like I lost count. I'm not even in my room right now. But it's quite a bit. It is quite a bit, you guys. I feel like when I do go home, it's going to be very overwhelming just because there's going to be a lot of guitars. And I like still have a lot of content that I need to make with some other guitars. Just because I have like different ones for different purposes and stuff. So I have quite a few. I have more. I will say this. I have more than I need. I really do. I have more than I need, and I feel like once I get through making content with certain ones, I'll probably end up, giving away ones that I don't need anymore. But for right now, I know I need like what I have right now, but I definitely have way more than I need. Kona?
Comment below. I also would second that I have more guitars than I need, but we're really blessed to have the guitars that we do and have a lot of options. But we love having a lot of guitars. But yeah, especially with us traveling right now so much, we're both like, wow, like
we only need like one guitar.
We really only need like one guitar.
I do miss my 12 string. Because that's a very different guitar, and I do miss having access to an electric guitar.
Yeah.
And I miss my Breedlove, but you have your Breedlove with us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's a few guitars that I do miss, for sure. But like, I don't need every single guitar that I have,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Kona, that was really good. You're just hanging out with us. Everybody who's wondering where Kona was, he was just sleeping in the other room.
Yeah,
So, all right. What song do you think we should jam on?
Ooh,
we should probably think about it while we're tuning these guitars, because you're probably both out.
Probably should. That's a good question.
You want the Breedlove?
Oh my gosh, yes, please.
All right. So.
Oh, it sounds so good.
It does. We haven't been playing the Breedlove very much, so we've been playing our travel guitars a lot more.
That is an awesome guitar. I do love this Faith guitar.
Yeah, so this is a Faith guitar that I just got sent, which, again, thank you so much, Faith Guitars. This is amazing. This is their travel guitar. This is a Faith Nomad Mini Neptune, for anybody who's curious. And if you're interested in finding a Faith guitar or a travel guitar or whatever, you can go to the Faith Guitars website and use the code Groovy for 15% off. Not really trying to advertise that, but if you're looking for a good deal on a good guitar, Faith Guitars are
I love
awesome.
it. And it's not even my guitar.
Yeah.
Like, I've been using it, and I've grabbed it. Okay, so my options for filming a tutorial, I need to change the strings on my Journey, so that's why I haven't been using it. But my options between a Breedlove and this, and I love this guitar very much, but I love the size of this guitar because it's a 3/4 size. It plays like butter. It plays
great.
so good. Like, it's so easy. It's so playable. It's such a playable guitar.
It is. It's very playable and it's very like portable.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's a gorgeous guitar. It's made out of all solid mahogany. So.
What should we jam on? Ooh, I got some like sun in my face.
Yeah, I'm getting like blasted over here too. Oh man. We're getting some Ed Sheeran requests. I don't know Thinking Out Loud or Lego House well enough to do those.
How about I got one for us.
Yeah. Oh.
Met this girl late last year. Said, don't you worry if I disappear.
That's like all I know.
That's all I know too. She was looking for love to burn, but I gave her my time for 2 or 3 nights. I went away for months until got lost again. She's still in AM, in a bottle of teaching that little like riff line.
Yeah.
Chords. I feel like that's such a fun song.
I have a lesson for that one, but I did that song like 2 years ago. No, not even 2 years ago.
Like,
I think I did that song like 3 or 4 years ago, and I don't think I've played it once since then.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a fun song. I do like low key. I have an old tutorial for it, but I did teach the little riff part, and I want to like teach the little riff part and just like, you know, think about our lesson.
Yeah. It'd be fun. Okay, why don't we do one that we actually like know the whole song really well?
That's true.
Everything Has Changed. We did Everything Has Changed last week, I think. Or we did it not too long ago.
Yeah.
For another live stream. So we'll probably hold off on that one because we've done that one. I don't know Thinking Out Loud well enough to play that one.
Either, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. We know we're getting a couple of requests for that one. Kona, what you seeing, buddy? He's out here. Like he's looking out the window right out of this little corner over here. He's hanging out. I Lived One Republic. Don't know that one very well. What's probably need our list in front of us, but what's a good song that we know that we've been jamming on lately that we ought to be able to just be able to play together?
Emily said Carly Pierce. Do you know Hide the Wine? You know how to play that one?
No. I know the song, but I've never actually like tried to play it before.
Kill the mood. Oh, it's such a good song.
I actually love Carly Pierce.
Yeah.
I love Every Little Thing. My favorite song by her is Daria.
That's a good song too.
I love that song.
You introduced me to that one.
Yeah, that's a great song.
I messed up the words.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I don't know how to play Shallow either.
You know what?
I used to know. I don't know how to play that one.
I used to know how to play that. Well, I learned it for a lesson, and I kind of haven't played it since. But Shallow is a great song, though. But it's been a long time since I've played that song.
Some people are requesting The Man.
Yeah.
The Man. I'm complex. Wait, I just taught this one. I literally just taught this song.
Yeah.
I would be complex. Oh, it's F, yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
I wish you guys could see him. He's just like laying down in this little corner right here, just looking at us.
This is
C.
Oh, C and then A minor.
Yeah.
I'm a complex. I'm cool. They said play the field before I found someone. And that would be okay for me to do. Every conquest that I made would make me more boss than you. Be a fearless leader, be an alpha type. Never one believes ya. What's that like? I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I get there quicker if I was a man. And I'm so sick of them coming at me again. If I was a man, I'd be the man. I'd be the man, yeah. I'd be the man, yeah. They said hustle, put in the work. This question, how much of a side is her? What I was wearing, if I was rude. From my deep house. It's so sweet, oh, the players play me just like Leo in Saint-Tropez. I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I get there quicker if I was a man. And I'm so sick of them coming at me again. If I was a man, I'd be the man. I'd be the man, yeah. I'd be the man, yeah. I like to talk about making in dollars and getting bitches and models. And it's all good if you're bad, and it's okay if you're mad. If I was flashing my dollars, I'd be a bitch, not a baller. They'd pay me out to be bad, so it's okay that I'm mad. Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause.
For like 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be very Taylor.
That would.
It's probably about
13 seconds.
13 seconds.
I would imagine so. It's a long pause. Yeah.
It is. I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. And I'm so sick of them coming at me again. So I was a man, and I'd be the man. Yeah. I'd be the man, yeah. I'd be the man, yeah.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was the first time we ever jammed at home together.
It was, yeah. I don't know that song super well.
You killed it though.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
did.
I just kind of like learned from watching you play it, like her teaching it. I got the actual like you guys get to like watch her teach and stuff through YouTube. I actually got to learn from her in person. So
that is honestly such a cool like aspect that like we can like learn from each other. Like sometimes like I'll catch him. So we're very much the same person, like in person and then to like on camera.
Yeah.
But there's moments where like, you know, when we're talking on camera, we might be a little bit just more like, it's like a slightly different energy.
just a little bit more animated,
you know,
and like
just a little bit more animated. And I'll catch him talking like that sometimes, and I'll be like, oh, it's like Groovy guitar dude talking right now.
yeah. Every once in a while, I'll still do the same thing, and I'm like, oh wow, okay. Yeah. Because we just like we have kind of like a we just I don't know, we just have this like different kind of like just. We're a little bit more like sometimes we're a little bit more energetic on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit more chill in person and stuff. Just we want the video to be exciting, but it's
we're still like
very much the same person. Like,
yeah, that. But I was also gonna say we still have many instances throughout like every day where we're like, oh my gosh, like this is so crazy. We literally just knew each other from online.
Yeah. Yeah, we did, and now it's.
I don't know, it's the craziest thing, and then we can like the fact that we can like teach each other stuff's really cool.
It is. We always joke about how when we first started talking, just like as friends, we were both like, oh yeah, like we don't really use the dating apps and stuff. Like we don't really like I don't, nothing wrong with using the dating apps, just not for us. We both said that at the very beginning, and then we ended up like we met online.
YouTube's not a dating app by any means,
yeah.
but it led to us. That's how we met. So, but yeah.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna sign off. I know there's some requests we didn't get to, some questions we didn't get to. Sorry, we did our very best, but we are gonna sign off and call it a little bit of an early time, an earlier stream today. We are about to go and get some lunch and go actually hang out and kind of take the day off to just hang out and enjoy the area that we're in. So.
I do want to play. Can we jam to like one more song?
Sure.
Okay. I'm having a lot of fun.
We always have a hard time kind of ending it because we love, this is one of our favorite parts of the week, so we love hanging out with you guys and just chilling. So it's always hard for us to leave and head out and stuff. So we'll do one more quick little song before we take off. So you have an idea of a song? Or just
I don't, but I didn't know if there's something that you'd like to think, because I kind of picked the last one.
Yeah,
but if you got something that like you that you can think of, but if not, we can figure something out. We can do closing time.
We'll save that for another one.
Okay.
That's too cliche.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a fun one that we both know that would be fun to just like jam around on that we haven't shared yet. What about some Casey Musgraves? What do we know about Casey Musgraves besides Butterflies?
Slow burn.
We could do Slow Burn.
You're like, we could do slow burn. The way you said that is like,
What about some like old Taylor's, like Shoulda Said No or something like that?
Yes, can we?
Yeah, I'm down
Okay.
for. Do you know that one?
I think so.
Okay, it's E minor.
It's just there's no capo.
No, straight up.
Ooh, I think I do E minor 7 for this one. Stranger things, the song.
No, it goes to G. So it's like it starts when it does that picking pattern. It goes to. So it's E minor, then C, then D, and then G to D over F sharp.
Oh. So. No.
Yeah, there he goes. And then D, and then just hang out on the D, and then it goes into the So it goes to G.
Oh. Stranger things,
D.
the song we used
E minor.
to sing, the smiles of flowers
Yeah.
is gone.
So the chorus and the intro is the E minor part, and then that's the.
Oh,
the
so it'll be like, you should have said no.
Yeah.
You should have gone home. No. Should have said no. You should have gone home. Should have thought twice before you let it all go. You should have known the. Okay.
There it is.
I got it.
So I'm gonna play the riffs, the little licks and stuff. I don't know the solo, or I can't remember it, but I'll play the little intro licks. So you can just play like the chords, and then we'll come together after that. This is like one of the first Taylor Swift songs I ever learned. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So all right. So
also, I have a banjo that I'm gonna like fix up. You can play the riff on the banjo in the future.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Because isn't it on a banjo technically?
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, that'd be so dope.
Yeah, it would be. So I'll play the intro lick, and then we'll come in together with chords. Actually, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So. Oh, it's been a while. Something like that.
I started doing like the bridge. I did her like live version where she goes really high.
Yeah, I heard you like start to go into that.
I was like, usually I struggle because like during when you hear the recorded track, she doesn't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to like sing that with her, but I like can't like find the note, but I don't know.
I thought it sounded good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Groovy guitar guy looks like an elf. Yeah, I've got kind of big ears.
A handsome elf.
Nice.
A really tall elf. Too.
Yeah, I'd be a really tall elf.
They should have cast you for elf.
Yeah, they should have actually. Yeah, instead of Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah, because you eat Nestle Toll House cookie dough.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do. It would have worked perfect.
Yeah, you like put sugar on your fries and stuff like that.
Oh my
like,
gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't try the sugar fry. Sugar fries are good.
You have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
You know, you have enough of a sweet tooth and you're like super fun and like really friendly and happy. I feel like you could be elf.
I would like, yeah, I could have probably made a good elf, but
Will Ferrell did a really great job.
Will Ferrell killed it.
He
Nobody
did.
could do elf as good as Will Ferrell
No,
did.
nobody could. Like
Yeah.
that's a modern classic.
It's a
Christmas
modern
movie.
classic,
That's one of my
it is.
favorites. It's so good.
Yeah, it very much is.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, on that note, we are going to take off. We're going to go have some lunch and go hang out today. It's a beautiful day. So I don't know if it's beautiful where you guys are, but
Hopefully it is.
you should definitely get outside if it's a pretty day because that's what we're about to go do too.
And if it's not a beautiful day outside, just, you know, turn on some Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
And just close your eyes, pretend that you're somewhere nice and beautiful and warm.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly, it's great advice.
Oh my gosh, Sugar Ray is just like summer
Sugar Ray,
music.
Sugar Ray. We're gonna put on some Sugar Ray after this.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
can we?
Totally.
Yeah,
we're
we
going
should
to.
drive to some Sugar Ray.
We should. That's a good idea. All right, guys. We love you guys. We'll see y'all
Yes.
very soon. We'll see y'all tomorrow with a tutorial. We'll both have tutorials
Yeah.
coming up. We're keeping the daily lessons coming.
We are.
We'll have vlogs up on next Saturday, and then we'll see you guys live again at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on Michelle's channel, Guitar Goddess, next Sunday. So we'll see you guys really soon. Thanks for dropping in.
Out. Bye.